Welcome to an episode of Old Guy Gaming Networks and my review of the brand new, or at least my brand new, HP Omen 30L gaming desktop computer. I picked this computer up a couple weeks ago from Best Buy, paid $16.99 for it. This is the AMD version, meaning it has the Ryzen 7 5800X CPU, the GeForce RTX 3060 Ti GPU, and it comes with 16 gig of DDR4 3200 megahertz and a 1 terabyte M2 storage drive. Now, when I was looking at these computers, I saw a lot of reviews for this particular 30L where people were complaining that it was running very hot. And people made various modifications. I saw people changed the fans and things like that. So I went ahead and made some changes to mine, and let me walk you through. Now, while this is a change, but technically it's an upgrade, I did add another 16 gigabytes of HyperX RAM, which matches the RAM that's in it. The good thing is because 3200 megahertz RAM's not considered particularly fast. It's cheap. I was able to get 16 gig for $100. Can't beat that. I replaced all three fans in this machine with Noctua premium fans. Now, I did lose the really cool RGB lighted fan there, but whatever. I replaced them, like I said, with the Noctua premium fans. Now, if you get this computer, you decide to replace your fans, let me give you just one little quick tip. Make sure you thread the screws into the fans. Screw them in, take them out, screw them in, take them out a couple times before you try to install them. The holes in these fans, these Noctua fans, are not pre-threaded. And so trying to screw those metal screws into that plastic of the fan, it takes a substantial amount of force and can lead to a lot of frustration. It definitely had me exercising the outer fringes of my vocabulary and darn near throwing stuff. So that would be my biggest recommendation to avoid frustration. I did take the water block off, and replace the thermal paste. They did a pretty good job. When I took the water block off, there was a nice thin coat of thermal paste on all of the on the entire die, but I cleaned it off, cleaned it with alcohol pads. It was actually got me a nice clean surface to work with. And I replaced that thermal paste with Noctua N2. And between the fans and the thermal paste, it cut my idle temps down from the 72 degrees Celsius down to 58. So it actually made a really big difference doing that for me. Some of the other things that the computer has, it does have two 5 1/4 inch drive bays right here, and they're just on these little trays that have these little, you basically just push this down and they slide right out. I added a 8 and a 2 terabyte standard hard drive to expand my storage, and then there is a second M2 slot. It's under that video card. That video card's got to come out. There's a second M2 slot there, and I put another 1 terabyte M2 drive. So this particular computer's got 12 terabytes of storage space, 32 gig of RAM. Like I said, the Ryzen 7 5800 and the RTX 3060 Ti. Now, normally, I've been building my own computer since the early 90s. My very first computer I ever built was a Intel 486DX4100. And I always believed that, building your own computer, sourcing your parts, doing all that, you got way more value for your money than you did through pre-builds. But in today's bizarro world, where you can't get a GPU without paying double or triple MSRP, pre-builds are actually a decent value. So I found this, like I said, at Best Buy at $16.99. I think it's an exceptional value. You can't get a 3060 Ti for that, practically. So I've been very happy with it. It replaced an older Omen gaming desktop that had a i7 7700 with a GTX 1070 in it. And I would say, I'm probably, 70% faster than I was on my old computer when it comes to, gameplay. The biggest, or the main game that I play now is Microsoft Flight Simulator. Everybody knows what a taskmaster that thing is. And so I play it on my Samsung CRG9, which is a 49-inch 32:9 aspect ratio monitor. It's got a resolution of 5120 by 1440. So it's the equivalent of having two 27-inch 1440p monitors on your desktop. So the monitor at that resolution, you're pushing a lot more pixels than just a single 1440p monitor, but it's not quite 4K. But under my old computer, if I was running everything at ultra, I had to lower the render resolution scale down to about 60% to get acceptable frame rates. This new computer is able to run Flight Simulator at ultra settings with 100% render resolution, and I get between like 32 to 34 frames per second. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but it is silky smooth, and I am incredibly satisfied with how this computer performs in extremely demanding games. So I can't say enough good things about this computer. If you're looking to upgrade your hardware, and you can find this at Best Buy for, like I said, $16.99. Don't go looking on sites like Newegg. Newegg has this exact same computer, but they want $2,400 for it. So Best Buy is where I would go look for it. And then, leave your questions and your comments below. And until next time, I hope you enjoyed the video. You have a wonderful evening.